Hello! Welcome! Welcome one, welcome all to the AstroPub. Your space bar at the end of the universe. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. We got a good one for you. How y'all doing? Good. Welcome to Zero to Hero. This is where I take an account that has nothing on it and try to go from nothing to as much as I can get.
What's good with you?
How goes everybody? I've been okay. Damn it, poor Tressler. What's my money situation like? Not bad. Go get another... Go get another, bad boys. Doing well? Doing well. It's good to hear. Welcome to the drag. We are now firmly into the stage of the summer where we're not going to see anything for another until about middle of July, earliest middle of July. So we got another month or so until we get any new information coming out. Where what come from? Don't ask questions about it. I told you specifically not to ask questions about it. The doldrums. Yes, we're in the doldrums. I've been playing Pyro and stuck on this establishing security CFP mission. All right, where do I gotta go for this? Tisa Spaceport. I believe I am in Tisa Spaceport. And Port Trust. Okay. I'm excited for Siege of Orison. I am always excited for Siege of Orison.
Welcome.
Doldrums are going to be rougher than normal.
System. Vehicle selected. Stand by.
The Senator is always ready for Siege of Orison.
Your vehicle has been delivered to please visit.
These doldrums are going to be rougher than normal? I don't think so. Brother, go. Go, brother. I've been on a small town / ghost town YouTube vlogger recently. We're currently in South Carolina. You're as bored as I am. It's fascinating. Summer is always that time where you're either working, on vacation, or bored. 4.9's gonna be fine. 4.9 may come out at the end of the month, but it'll come out. Hey, Vos. New start, yeah. This is a rental. Since they didn't ask for what I'm going to be doing with this rental, I am going to be helping out orphans.
Welcome. Your journey begins now. Operational.
Hey, Liv.
Launch complete.
The Astro Big Brother. The Astro Explorer is much bigger than the Nomad is. Servers seem to be a bit laggy tonight. I've only just got on them, so I haven't experienced anything like that. What will be a rough wise is having 2 engagement grind events with a month of each other. Freight elevators will struggle. They're already struggling. We'll see if it happens any further. Oh yeah, ED is so everything like the Sidewinder I think is the size of the Constellation. It's huge. I think the smallest ship is the Eagle. That's still like Vanguard sized or something like that. Pretty wild that 0.9 is what devs for real companies put in their last minute ad hocs that could fit in what CIG calls a major patch. They have. It's pretty big. Because I think that's a little out of it. Instancing and then item recovery. So instancing is pretty big. That's still on that list. You got Siege of Orison, Ordnance Cargo Holder. You got Recco Battaglia, Super Heavy Combat Armor, Combat Clothing, Ninetales Armor upgrades, new hairstyles, the 2 new weapons, the CQB and the Apocalypse Arms Vendetta, new ship offerings. Yeah, not bad. It's weird that they have instancing on 1.0, and they have a completely different instancing on the start on 4.9. They also have crafting on 1.0, but they don't have crafting, and they have crafting or 7. Tier 0. Yeah, tier 0. I'll give instancing a pass for a patch. I think it will also be pretty rough when released, so yeah. I'm kind of surprised they're doing ordnance cargo the way they are. No, I mean, it makes sense to me. I always knew that they're gonna have to palletize the ordnance stuff. So exactly, no, it's right. It needs to be cargo so it can be replenished from the grid. It needs to be able to be stuck on there. Ballistics are already on their knowledge, but they're a box. What they'll do in the future is, especially if you're going to refuel or like reload and rearm and refuel your ship from inside your ship, they'll just pull from the grid itself as well. It just automatically pallets out of nowhere, which is not how CR usually does. Yeah, no. You can get, they're just called ship ballistics though. There's no like caliber, which I think is simpler anyways. It's probably better. He just automatically pallets out of nowhere. I'm okay with them automatically palleting out of nowhere too. Those are like the details that don't matter. Like I know a lot of people want to see like the cargo slowly clip into place and not just suddenly plop into place, but like that doesn't really matter. That's sort of a post 1.0 nicety to maybe do in the future. Get ready for absolute for the a lot of the good enough. Just check it off. Where do you get physicalized ammo? Del, do you know where you get the physicalized ammo? I think you can get it in most spaceports. I think it's just called ballistic ammo. Is it admin?
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Admin office? Okay. Dumpster fire?
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
If you really wanted to explain it, it's a weird side effect of
Quantum travel engaged.
of the technology that goes into grav plating for our cargo and the tractor beams. Will I be in the admin office? Because all cargo is in the admin office. On stations. So if you go to station, you want to buy something,
Quantum travel complete.
like a commodity, you buy it from the admin office. Ah, sucks, Lev. Yeah. I know that feeling. Is it not raining in Lorville for once? Holy shit. It's a fucking miracle. Ah! What the fuck? Lamp, not good. It's called ballistic ammunition or ship ammunition, something like that.
Contact. Shields enabled. Warning, safe zone exited.
And now it's raining. Fuck.
Warning, safe zone exited. Landing gear engaged.
Wait, right elevator's over there? It reverses in the small hangars, doesn't it?
Landing complete. Shields disabled.
I'm still surprised they got you on the streamer server. I haven't seen this bug free in months. Yeah, you know. Perks of knowing all the dark secrets of CIG. Are you fucking serious? G'day, AstroPub. Recently got invited to this 142 demo, and it had me thinking, why me? I never stream. I don't even know how to stream. I'm glad to hear that, Accelerator. Enjoy your time if you're able to go. Okay, good. It is here. Oh my god, I just got back a decent crafted P4, and it's fucking day and night. It is. When you're dealing with crafting, like crafted weapons is so much decent. Like just even decently crafted weapons is so much better. It is absolutely true. Yeah, Volus, Forge Father Volus would know, because Forge Father Volus is the one who gives does all the crafting for Imperial Arms. Made me my my custodian and my coda. Tab. I always forget with the right. All right, lockdown. Let's throw the quantum.
Engine systems
You are cleared for liftoff.
Quantum fuel 100%. Launch complete.
Can you actually make mining lasers now?
Contact.
Good luck on your travels. As you leave our atmosphere, it's important to remember that Hurston Dynamics isn't simply known for its industrial dominance. We donate generously to a variety of working charities.
I'm glad you didn't ask questions about my cargo there, Ursa Dynamics.
Landing gear retracted.
Okay, but why is Gestapo soup served cold? Specifically so Arnold Brimmer will ask it to be hot. Is it shielded? Absolutely not. It is right there. Everyone can see it. They're going to ask him questions, which is good. Don't ask questions. too. It's not even covered. What's your map min requirements? Generally, it's anything over 790 would be my guess. Oh, it's just running verified for the BP? Uh-huh, totally. Just for the BP. That's why I do this. Listen, I'm a humanitarian, all right? These people need no questions asked and be shipped off Hurston in a cryostasis pod to go to the CFP in Pyro.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel.
Who might ask questions of the Our Lady of the Dead Saints and Mother Superior Tisa Pacheco?
Quantum travel engaged.
790 is probably the minimum quality it should happen. Anything above 600 is usually pretty good, but like 700 and up is much better. Well, are we talking about huffing opium? Oh, I think we'll get Degradation and Lost this year. I think we'll get the first parts of it by the end of the year, yeah. It's too soon. Like I said, they can't keep things we're supposed to. Why would they start taking things on top of that? Because it needs to be in the game. Like, generally speaking, and this is going to be something that people are going to have to sort of accept very soon. The IG is going to start just pushing things out there to push them out and just not give a fuck about people's reactions. Because the only thing that'll stop them from continuing to push stuff out. What the fuck? Why did I go to... I was going to Pyro Gateway.
Quantum travel engaged.
It has to happen, yeah. They gave free insurance claims for ships lost in hangars. They can mitigate some of the bug issues. They will. Yes, it does. If CIG is going to get 1 point out in 2 years, yeah. Maybe we maybe wait until the feature is done first, It's everything being tier 0 that makes these problems. No, because as long as the baseline feature is at its at the point, that's what's important. Oh, S&P had a song about what CIG needs to do. I think it's called Push It. Yeah. So I was reading something on social media for a moment. Hopefully, if Squad 42 at least hit gold status by the preview event, they can start pulling devs from that and start putting it on the PU. They'll probably have some devs still there just for a day one patch, but yeah, I'm actually surprised the number of people, even content creators, who are like, yeah, this is a pre-launch event. I'm like, guys, this is not the launch event for Star Citizen or for Squad 42. This is the like start of the marketing campaign for Squad 42. Like, if this is the beginning of, if this is the end of their marketing campaign, is this like, we're gonna give a preview to backers and then like a week later release it to the public? Y'all should be scared. Squadron is gonna fail if that's the case. Y'all are happy with crap. This is why we get crap. I'd hate to see what your lives look like. Same, dude. Even that's kind of uncalled for, brother. I know you're mad, but yeah, my wife is far out of my league. I don't know what y'all are talking about. She deserves a much better man than I will ever be. But your point still stands. The point, you of all people, knowledge should. I figured it'd be on the team that's like, get the shit out, push it out, and then fix it later. Because that's the real problem. If you don't have the thing that needs to be in the game out, you're just adding problems anyways. Yeah, X, we'll talk later. This is the Nomad. Hey, Shea Pasta. No, this is pre-recorded. With no sitcon or sitcon direct, CIG needs to keep momentum. So invite a bunch of streamers out, let them do content for you. Yes and no. I have a theory that what CIG is going to do is they're going to do a pre-recorded Squadron 42 direct, which will be the sort of like, hey, here's the announcement of the delay of Squadron 42, but here's everything we've done. Here's what you can anticipate. Here's all the cool things we've talked about. Because up to now, they've mostly talked about like, hey, look at these basic features. And they have yet to go over like what the gameplay is like and talk about like the gameplay, the different styles of gameplay and how the game's supposed to play and all that sort of thing. And then that'll be either before, like way before, or just before the streamers come in to do their little like hands-on play, so they can come back from that weekend and be like, I played Squadron 42. Here's what you need to know. And then we get a release date, which will probably be somewhere between March and May. Because it's no game, it's a series of demos and cutscenes. I can't wait to laugh at y'all. Same. Even the most cynical people I talk to inside of CIG who work for Squadron 42 said there was a game. There is a game. I know a lot of people are really pissed off and are really, really coping about like Squadron 42 another 2 years, but like, no, there's a game. You expect a marketing blitz with a release in October, November 2026. Prepare to be disappointed there, Kusanagi. Then maybe they should come out and say we're focused on hard coding patch. Be honest and say if the game is almost unplayable, if the game will be almost unplayable for several months. That would hurt revenue, so they wouldn't do that. Paul, have you talked about Ollie taking a job at CIG? I have. I'm actually pretty excited about that because Ollie said that he's not doing what?
All systems disabled. Welcome. Your journey begins now.
I don't have the gas.
All systems operational. All systems disabled. Welcome. Your journey begins now. All systems operational.
Do Megumi.
Quantum travel engaged.
Hey, Wakefield. Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, there's no way a chance CIG would not go head to head with GTA. Oh yeah, we're talking about Ollie. The thing about Ollie is that apparently he's going to be doing management stuff. So my guess is behind the scenes, talking with people who are working on like making, getting like footage for things, and maybe even doing management of like the YouTube channel and the Twitch and all that kind of stuff to like look at the metrics and stuff like that. They need someone like that. Jared's been drowning in doing all the stuff that Jared's been doing for 3 years now. People shit on Jared all the time. He's just the face who's been given given the job of sacrificial lamb. And because CIG is so cheap, they didn't want to, I'm sure it's been difficult to hire people to help him do stuff. I don't think he's going to be making videos, but he will be managing them, yeah. No, he's not going to be in front of the camera. He's going to be behind the camera.
Quantum fuel, 25%.
Jared hasn't been doing shit. Jared's job is to run around and gather developers together to do Star Citizen Live, to manage folks, to do to get footage, like to figure out like what videos they're going to do when, and give people timelines and schedules and all that sort of thing. He does too much as it is. What he really needs is that's gonna be tight. What he really needs is somebody to do a lot of that back end stuff if he's going to be in front of the camera. It's like an hour doing planning and scheduling on a Monday. You would think, but it's a lot more complicated than you think. With the rumors of getting a 600i rework, I went ahead and got one. I mean, we're going to get one eventually. It's not a rumor. They said they're going to make one. I think it's BENUI, or it may be both, yeah, but it's not Benoit like BENWA. Oh, thank you, Chops. It's BENOIT. I do pretty good work with general contractors. Do you have to like chase down a general contractor for a specialty? Like every week? Match up schedules with them?
Shields enabled.
Turn off the fucking radar. There we go. Where's the Cutlass Black, Mr. Drake? 0 to hero. That's the next stage, but right now I only have about 200,000 to my name. I need like 1 point or 2 point something million to get a Cutlass Black. Seems off. Oh, wait. Huh. So it's staring at the wrong thing. It's right here.
Landing gear engaged.
So they're just paying people. There's no way they would be. They'd keep people working for them to getting paid. They're paying them more than you think.
100%. Launch complete.
Do you think the Aurora Mark 1 will really be gone for good? Yeah.
Shields disabled.
Here's a uncomfortable truth that most people aren't willing to hear. But there are several ships in the game right now which will not be fixed. They will simply be abandoned before 1.0, and you'll just be stuck with them. They'll gold past them so that you can access things, but then they're going to just completely get rid of it because they don't make as much money doing gold pass redos and remakes of ships. So they're going to focus more on building out ships to replace. Well, I mean, the Reclaimer's fine. It works, so it's what happened. Like, I'm thinking the Connie's probably going to have the same thing happen to it. If we're lucky, it gets a Mark II treatment, but otherwise it's just going to get a, it's going to get a gold pass and a slap in the ass. I've been saying for months now, but y'all got to get ready for the 1.0 dash. Once they get ready to go towards 1.0, they're going to see a lot of stuff that's on the 1.0 roadmap just be kind of checked off or being removed entirely and say, well, this is a post 1.0 feature now. I've heard rumors about a Mark II Connie. Reclaimer is just a pain in the ass to even to use, even if it is technically functional. So we've gone from doing nothing and saying we're doing nothing to doing nothing and saying we're doing everything. Who peed in your Cheerios, Saint? Did Chris pee in your Cheerios? Why would they rush 1.0 now, though, Paul? Or would that depend on how good Squad 42 does on sales? The thing is, look at CIG's financials. We know for the last 2 years, or for 2023 and 2024, CIG has been in the hole for about $35 million. Now, they made more money than they've ever made before this last year. And that may have made up some of the differences, but also everything is getting more expensive. I imagine that just operating with servers is probably astronomically high right now. So CIG is going to need money to be able to support increased cost while also having a solid revenue base. So, looking at CIG, they're a company of 1,000 people, over 4 studios. And realistically, they're likely going to be a company of 500 people over 1, maybe 2 studios. I mean, if you read the financials released by CIG in 2024, or 2024, you could read the language and know exactly the mentality. Because these financials are not meant for us. They're meant for investors or for people outside the company to look into, who might want to invest in the company in the future. And the trend is, hey, we bought a new company, but it was good because it improved our abilities. That was in 2023. In 2024, we reduced the deficit that we were spending from 20 million to 14 million. So they managed to reduce the deficit. It's all about them being good at being efficient and cutting costs. And you don't talk like that unless you're trying to give an image of, we're getting spending under control. Please don't get mad at us. Please keep investing in our company. See, we're trying to do the hard thing and get things under control. So when do you say they'll start cutting off items from the 1.0 list? It'll be post-Squadron. My guess would be Dagger in the middle of the night. We may not even know. CIG just might start removing it from the roadmap and not say anything. Probably in the summer, maybe next summer or the summer after that. Because they also won't know until they actually do an analysis and a sit down and a hard look at what they actually want with 1.0. 1.0 story, don't need that, possibly. They also don't just want a bunch of cash sitting there. They can't have that. Well, I think they make money because of taxes and that kind of stuff if they don't make a shit ton of money, so. When did CIG move into the not Manchester, the Frankfurt office, the new one? It was before Manchester. Was it like 2018, 2019? It was I think pre-pandemic, because the pandemic, they were building the Manchester studio during the pandemic. Any happy thoughts?
50%.
Squadron 42 sounds like it's good. Based off the people I've talked to in the past. Sounds like it's fun. I'm looking forward to 4.9. 4.9 is going to be fun, just from seeing instancing possibly working and doing Siege of Orison and such.
Quantum travel complete.
Well, no, because they had a new studio they just like bought, which is like an entire floor of a building. And one building was 2021. Okay.
Quantum travel complete.
I mean, CIG is like, the lighting team at CIG is a fantastic, like amazing. They do some insane shit. And the default loadout for this sucks. From what I could gather, based off of what I saw the previews for, it feels very much like a follow-up to Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Disclosure Day, at least. Paul, so Squadron 2027. When do you think 1.0 will come out? 2027, 2028, 2028 earliest, but maybe 2029. Past stream, my name is Paul, Berserker01, Batman Shelley, your humble host and space bartender here at the AstroPub, your space bar at the end of the universe. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. We got a good one for you. How you doing? What are you up to there, expat? You going to that thing at Squad at Manchester in August or October? August. So Gamescom brained. Nice. Enjoy it.
Engine systems disabled.
It's definitely down. I always forget, is it shift? Is it control? It was like C. Did I get an invite or expat? You should know better than that, brother. But they're not going to invite me to anything. Are you feeling okay? Yeah, I'm doing good. Yes. I don't want the spoil sport to come in and spoil everyone's fun. Or do you think they're going to push a lot of things into post 1.0? Oh yeah, I don't think CID is going to abandon their ambitions. It's just they're going to just make everything like we'll fix it later. We'll do all the things we want to do for Star Citizen when we have time and money, and we can focus on it once we get the base version out. Excuse me, but in the lore, this mission would be impossible because... Exactly. I was wondering about cryopods. Do you think this is wanted criminals moving to a safe house or debtors being brought in for punishment a la Han Solo? Honestly, I think... I honestly think that it's probably... Let me read the mission list, because it actually says it in the mission, I believe. That's the first time you've heard of us, but in case you haven't, we do a lot of things. One of them is transporting goods that need discreet handling. Got your info from one of my contacts. I say you're good with stuff like we like in a hauler, which works for me because we're looking for one. Here's my proposal. We're offering you creds to the pilot that can transport some special cargo for us. Your ship's will need to hold 2 SU cargo containers. You need a handheld tractor beam and loading and unloading. All you have to do is get everything from Tisa Spaceport all over to Breno Ravine Pyro 3 without getting security involved. Big ship. Big guys coming in thinking they can swing their dick around like this. I got hover technology too, but look at those black squares. Do you like these people or not? So I've always assumed because it is from Hearst, or it's illegal, and it's from Hurston to Pyro, that it's probably people fleeing Hurston.
Engine systems enabled. Launch complete. Landing gear
Yeah, I think it's people escaping person's lifetime contract. Hey, did you hear? Apparently there might be an actual story chain missions from Reco B. I mean, I assume so. That was always the plan with mission givers, was to give them sort of a chain of missions to do that will then end with like you having a good reputation with them, and then they will pass you on to somebody else. Paul's more diplomatic than in. So how do you square this with lore on this page and this reference that says, yeah. In all honesty, I wouldn't have been able to go to this event even if they did invite me, and I probably wouldn't have wanted to go. This is going to sound cynical, but it's just kind of how things are. For those of you who aren't going, who watch Star Citizen content, will you watch Star Citizen content when all of your favorite content creators are away? Because they're not going to be streaming from like CIG Studios or from their headquarters. They're not going to be streaming their live reaction. I don't think CIG will let that happen. So at best, you'll get some pictures here and there, maybe some live tweets, but that's about it. So, what are people going to do for entertainment? Now, not everyone who's got invited is going to go, so. Until they get back, they'll be on lockdown. Yeah, probably. Play GTA 6? Unless that's super early release for GTA 6. See, Pmoid, that's one of those things that I'm a little peeved about. Is that there's really only one system that's like specifically non-European, and that's Saisei. Well, it's Centauri, but it's the planet of Saisei, which is explicitly like Japanese, but also sort of like vaguely East Asian. Specifically Japanese, but like not only Japanese in terms of culture. Go to orbit and get a refuel.
Shields disabled.
Summer's going good. I'm much more useless than I wanted to be, but it's been okay. Pan-Asian with Japanese bias, yeah.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
I mean, hot take, but there are other games. I know. But my point is that people looking for Star Citizen content will... if their favorite creators are off doing content for with Squadron 42 stuff, then there'll be people who will want to talk or watch content from Star Citizen. Like, I already plan on releasing a Squadron 40, the complete history of Squadron 42 that very weekend, if not that week. I'm gonna make it this summer and release it for Patreons, and then release it for everybody else on that week, because why not? Everyone is going to be, the SEO for it's going to be up the fucking, out of this fucking world. But yeah, no, I really do would love to have CIG have more of a, this nationality or this culture settled this region of space, so you'd have more diverse cultures, but I think that's one of the flaws of the lore, is that it's very heavily European biased. It's Chris Roberts. It's understandable. And I do know that they're a little worried that because a lot of the writers aren't from anywhere but like America, they would be a little. They've already fucked up a little bit and done some culturally insensitive naming and such that people said, "Hey, yo, this is kind of culturally insensitive." They're like, oh, "Okay, cool, we'll change it."
Engine systems enabled.
Oh wait, I'll do this.
Engine systems disabled.
But I also think that CIG is going to wait until they have those systems in to really make those decisions, because
100%.
they
Launch complete.
yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. This is a completely different situation. You're gonna have people from, like in Terra, for instance. Terra seems to have been settled by Ukrainians, Texans, Eastern Europeans. So like a lot of folks from Eastern Europe and people from the Southwest United States. If we look at the naming conventions, New Austin, Nova Kiev, and of course there's Kazi, which has a very cold climate. It's like a very, like not Arctic, but almost subarctic climate to it. Pretty famous for it, which is where the grazers come from.
Quantum travel engaged. Landing gear retracted.
Oh, nice. Useless Eagles chilling. Yeah. Played a lot of games, so. I miss my illegal salvage missions. I miss when like the concept of like negative reputation wasn't so like in the air. I miss having a neckboard wearing a helmet, right? I think CIG is it's possible to do that, but I think CIG is mostly just waiting on the systems to be created before they put that sort of spin on things. Oh. I'm interested to see what the Recco Battalion mission chain was going to be, because I heard her mission dialogue when I think I remember hearing her mission dialogue during the leak, though. She didn't exist when the leak existed, so she probably wasn't there. But I'm interested to see what her mission dialogue is and what her mission chain is, because I hope it's more than like 3 or 4 missions. Because the original mission dialogue and chains were like 8 to 10 missions long. You know, each mission being about 20, 30 minutes. Plus travel time. Would have made it like the average somewhere around 6 to 7 hours of mission chains per mission giver. So I'll be interested to see where they go with that. You saw the descriptions. Not sure what to think yet. You to try it? What, the Greco Battalias? I'll have to check them out when the PTU comes back. I miss when you might not get to, yeah, he refueling hits. Yeah, I get that. Oh. I will say non-combat industrialists will probably be upset about Reco. I mean, yeah, because CIG can't do industrial without adding combat for it. We kind of know this already. A lot of people think that I'm like super negative right now, and I'm not meaning to be. I'm meaning to be more like, because all the shit I've been saying right now is stuff I've said in the past. It's more about trying to set expectations for everybody. Because I still think that a lot of people have this sort of optimistic view, hopeful view of what's going to happen, when it's really more, you got to be more, attempt to be realistic. You're just being realistic with the state of Star Citizen. It is a weird year for expectations. I kind of was hoping this year was going to be a little bit more like we're just slinging out features more frequently, but I don't know what you're talking about. Squad 42 has always been 2 years away. I don't know why people legitimately believe that like Squadron 42 is nothing but a but like a glorified
Travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
tutorial for Star Citizen. It's like, guys, that was never the case. It's not designed for
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
broke that.
Quantum travel engaged.
And I think people think it's going to be like a Telltale game because CIG hasn't done expectations for it. They hadn't set proper expectations for it. Like I remember somebody came in here and was like, "It's just going to be a series of cutscenes where you go very linearly through a mission," and I'm like, "Why do you think that?" And it's like, "Because that's what we saw in the prologue, like in mission 1." And then I showed them the vertical slice from like many years ago, and it was obviously
Quantum travel
worse in terms of like visual quality and performance than the modern Squadron 42. But it sort of showed off like, yeah, there are like free roaming elements where you can go talk with the various members of the crew. There are parts of it where you can go you have like branching options where you can go do a side mission if you want to, or you can ignore the side mission, go on the main mission.
Quantum travel complete.
So Squad 42 releases. CIG's plan is for people to migrate to Star Citizen.
Enabled.
All right. I don't want to be like flippant, but where did CIG say their plan is to migrate for people to migrate from Squad 42 to Star Citizen? In the dream of the past, you could visit Squad 42 locations in the future after playing Squadron. Yeah, but that died when they did the 1.0 announcement. It's set about in 2945. At least 2945 and 2946 is what we know. So about a decade ago in Star Citizen universe. The community has believed it, but I don't think CIG has. The reality is that Aaron Roberts gave an interview a while back and basically said the plan for making money is that, and to keep Star Citizen running, is to do single-player games with the technology they develop with Squadron 42. So they can make Squadron 42 and then do Squadron 42 Part 2 and Part 3, and then do a single-player game every 2 years with a stripped-back, lean team once they have all the features in. And that should pay for the development of Star Citizen alongside sales and other things of Star Citizen. So yeah, it is sort of for Star Citizen, but it's still it's its own like product that has to stand on its own and people have to like enjoy on its own.
Landing gear engaged.
It's got to be another place around here. It's not there. Over here. It's not there. It's not there. I think I had this problem before here. Like, where is the cargo elevator? not seeing any cargo elevator here. Looking for a cargo elevator. This is where my mission's taking me. I think it's over here. I see it over there. I'll park it here.
Landing complete. Engine systems disabled.
It's in the rock? So it's just impossible? It's just completely fucked? Or is it one of those you can, like, phase through the rock? Nothing over here? No, there's nothing in there. It's over here, though. Goodbye! Stupid NPCs. This may be just completely broke. Yep, it's broken. You can split it into one. It's still broken. All right, let's see another mission. Ruin station, ruin station, ruin station, ruin station. Okay. Not as much, but it'll make me money. There are usually 2 CEs at every location, but like where would the other CE be? Maybe inside this rock? Nope, nothing in here. You can see what's in here. It's just the inside of that base. Maybe over here? No. Just to the bottom of the world. There's always one near the main tower area. I can check over there, but if I remember correctly, there's nothing here. This is the main tower area. Where I landed. Not seeing anything. Nothing that jumps out as... Yo, this is a freight elevator. It's the entranceway. Maybe over here? Doesn't look like there's one. There's a turret. There's nothing over here. Check the rocks real quick. No, nothing over here. It's down in the town when I tried this the other day. It was behind the rock. Over here? It does look like one. Oh, it is. Now, how to glitch through? So I can go to peek my head through. You can drive into it with a mule? Okay. There was a mule around here. Good to know. Good to know that Pyro's broken. No, there's no top plateau. This is the one that has the kill slots when if you go too close to the arches. I'm hacking chat. Report me. Ironically, this is actually kind of good because people can't fuck it with it. People don't know where it is, so they can't break it intentionally like they've been breaking the elevators intentionally in other places. I'm not going to be a jerk. I'm going to drive this out. I'm learning the ancient magics, though they may be used in the future. Like controls, baby. The usefulness mule finds a way to be useful for once. Yes, the useless mule finally finds a way to not suck. Good job, mule. See, that's what's going to happen. Is that instead of fixing the rock issue, they'll fix the ability to phase through the rock. What the fuck? No, back here. Bad racquetball? Maybe. Can't go straight up. I heard when you backspace the elevator, it fucks it. Yes. If you backspace at an elevator or near an elevator, it will forever think that there's some human in the way.
Shields disabled.
There we go. All right, so now I just got to go get Etam and deliver him to Orison. Man, somebody at Orison's having a good time. Holy shit. Gotta go to Gaslight first. Sort of. Etam is space Ritalin. It's a Xi'an narcotic.
Engaged.
Not even narcotic. It's the Xi'an take Etam and they put it in their tea, and it's used to focus and focus the mind. So it's kind of like it's like space Ritalin. Slam is like, I think, like heroin, and neon is like LSD. Yeah, like LSD or. Not LSD. Like ecstasy. The closest thing we have to space weed is Widow, but Widow is part space weed, part heroin. Mostly heroin. Thank you, Chad, for teaching me about the ways of the trans-dimensional mule.
Quantum fuel 50%.
Maze might be like LSD. Because neon is his party drug. Anytime, I found out the hard way. That's how we help each other out, right? Teach the secrets to each other, the ancient magics. How do I know all of this? Newt, you really want to ask this question? You're talking to the guy who obsesses over reading all of the details about Star Citizen and Star Citizen lore. The drug descriptions are just Star Citizen lore. Discussing their impacts. Dude, they got it. Oh. Yep.
Quantum travel complete.
Doesn't help at all.
Shields enabled.
When did Jake Play invent the mule phasing tech? Probably recently. Apparently, it's not widely known by the water UEE. I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised because Drake also invented the concept of a hover bike. Like, not even the Xi'an thought about a hover bike. And Drake is like, what if we took hover technology and put somebody in it without any sort of protection whatsoever and let them feel the wind on their face as they blast through the atmosphere or even operate in space? It is the most Drake idea and a very human idea. So I haven't caught up on much of the thoughts about Squad 42 coming this year or not. CIG inviting people to demo seems promising, but not convinced yet. I wouldn't put my eggs in the basket of Squad 42 coming out this year, because that event is what we call in marketing a wine and dine. And a wine and dine is typically used in the beginning of an activation of this kind of thing. So it's usually used like right after an announcement of a release date. And you typically don't do wine and dines right before the release. You do them, like I said, at the very beginning. And you do more of a general, everyone gets to play the whole game closer to the release.
Landing gear engaged.
It reminds me that I still need to do my like complete history of or like all of the lore behind all of the food and drink of Star Citizen.
Landing complete. Quantum fuel 100%. Launch complete.
To the Stanton system we go.
Landing gear retracted. extracted. Shields disabled. Shields enabled.
Gateway, and here we go.
Shields disabled.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Engaged.
Hey, Mr. Truckleberries, how you doing?
All systems disabled. Welcome. Your journey begins now. All systems operational.
Stands where we go. Farewell, I see you have keys to a mighty vessel, the Nomad. This is, in fact, a rental.
Quantum travel engaged.
Do not tell them what I'm doing with the rental. I'm not going to try to say that word. I can never say that word properly. Indefatigable. So explain to us again how your rental ship got impounded at customs. Indefatigable. Fatigable. Eagable. Fatigable. Indefatigable. Get that tug out of comfortable positions. No, absolutely not. Cthulhu.
Quantum fuel, 75%.
Are we there yet? No, I'm not turning this around though. We forgot to get whammers.
Quantum travel complete.
Fuck that. Do you think there'll be any future benefit to holding onto sunsetted ships? Probably nostalgia. There might be some weird things that like the retired ships can do that other ships can't. Novelty. Hey, Victoria. Like a Mark 1? Well, kind of. So I think it's important to like that's really to be clear, but important to be realistic in that there's no way that CIG manages to go back and fix every single ship that is not ready for 1.0 before 1.0. At best, you're going to get ships that'll be functional on paper for 1.0. And there's lots of ships which are designed for the game we have now, or were cool ideas back when they were originally pitched, but don't really have a point. The T. Louis is a great example of that. It's a ship that on paper sounds like it's cool, but in reality, who's going to be using a snubcraft carrier like that? Like, what's the point of it? When you can have, you know, somebody piloting a Paladin and then 4 people piloting, like, bombers or fighters. Bedlog 3SCU taxi. Aurora? Maybe. I fucking love, like, they really nailed the, like, transiting and through a jump point. Activating a jump point, transiting through, and of course, fucking Pedro doesn't miss when he does, when he does his music. Like, he's just amazing. Stream, my name is Paul, Berserker01, Batman Shelley, your humble host and space bartender here. At the AstroPub, your space bar at the end of the universe. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. We got a good one for you. God, I haven't been to Orinth in forever. There we go. Hey! Lore guy, that is me. I do actually got to do some lore stuff. I've been so out of it. I've been enjoying my summer, which is a crime. I actually do need to sit down and do the stuff I've been wanting to do. We're coming to the end of the month, and I haven't done a lore video yet. I need to do at least one, if not two. Well, no, I actually have the time off, so I actually have time to do those things, and I want to be able to do those things because I need to set the pace anyways. So, here's the thing to understand. I am of the ilk that if I'm not doing something productive, I'm doing something wasteful. And while I can take I'll play some video games and hang out and do some stuff on my own for like at least for some time. Eventually, I'm like, I can't just keep playing video games, or can't just be like reading, or I need to do something productive other than that. That's why streaming on a regular schedule helps, because like it forces me to do that. I need to feel productive. Whoa. Oof. So how is everybody else's summer? I know most people, unlike me, have actual work to do. Did y'all have like plans to go touch grass? The weekend yet? God, yeah.
Quantum travel complete.
I wonder if Orinth is still on an island. Yes, what is this grass you speak of? It's summer. I work nights. I sleep days. It's cold in the black.
Engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Hey, Rose, how you doing? That can take some time. Dunsel, I understand that, brother. That can take some time. Been good. I gotta work third shift, 12 hours a day. I felt like a vampire. Never again. I used to do third shift as well. It was not fun. I've actually had regular opportunities to stop and relax in green places now that the icebergs have moved on. Mostly it's going to have another frost warning tonight. The trees have finally sprouted to their leaves, and there's some migratory birds around. That's nice. I've been enjoying the mornings. I've been going on walks in the mornings. Start posting that again. When it's relatively cool. Cool in Texas means it's, 20 degrees at, like, 6 in the morning.
Shields enabled.
All right. I don't have to do this anymore. I have this. Lamp! Let there be lamp! Yep, they're doing 0 to hero. Yeah, 20 degrees C. Yeah, not Fahrenheit. I'm trying to use Celsius more often. It's like 70 degrees Fahrenheit. I love doing this. I've been doing 0 to hero stuff, playthroughs for like 6 years now. Ooh. Because like midday, it's like 35 degrees C, like 90 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's currently 87 degrees Fahrenheit. Not too bad. It's tomorrow morning. It's tomorrow morning. 77. Not awful. 78? Yeah. The high is 94. No, I'm in Austin.
Engine systems enabled. Launch complete. Landing gear retracted.
See the clouds finally.
Shields disabled.
Didn't see me at the Bar Citizen last Saturday? I was there. In Austin? I was.
Engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Sad we didn't meet. Take some gas and then head out. I mean, there's a lot of tall people who play Star Citizen.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
But I was also wearing the suit. I was wearing basically this outfit right here.
Quantum travel engaged.
Who was there I actually met him? Yeah, oh yeah, okay, yeah. What's your favorites within Austin? I hear live music is what to hear live music. Honestly, I haven't been into live music scene since 2020, so I couldn't tell you. I'm gonna be 6'8". Oh fuck. Oh god, Austin City Limits. Austin, ACL is still a thing here, by the way. We do ACL in the spring, I think. No, it's in the fall. ACL's in the fall because South by is in the spring. It's usually the same time as spring break. Yeah, ACL's when we leave Austin. That's nice there, Thorn.
Quantum travel complete.
Do.
Shields enabled.
Just gotta find the landing pads. I think they're right in front of me. 6'8" is fairly big, but Texans are pretty tall. I still remember you thought the Stinger was going to be 500 USD last October. What did it end up being? Lost Well was a place I visited last time I was in Austin. There's so many places that closed because of the pandemic.
Landing gear engaged.
And it's always a risk going down Rainy or 6th Street. Because, like, both are filled with just drunkards and college kids. I know it was 6 years ago.
Landing complete. Engine systems disabled.
All right, landing. We're going to do fuel, refuel, wait for those to get done, then get out, drink myself some good old mountain cruise. Oh God, Westlake. Then again, Star Citizen fan. That's not surprising. But Accelerator, are you were you a gold ticket owner, by the way? You said you got an invite for the thing on in October. And there were some rumors that it wasn't just content creators, it was also people who got yeah, so if you actually got an invite, that's probably that's a good sign, because there were some rumors that people who weren't content creators got access to it, and the theory was that it was also gold ticket owners. Got them.
Engine systems enabled. Quantum fuel 100%.
What are you, from the east? I lived in the north for a while.
Shields disabled.
There's just an old joke in the school that I teach at, because it's like Westlake. Oh, where all the money is.
Quantum travel engaged. Landing gear retracted.
Back swam too hard at practice, I guess. Oh, okay. You can't go. You have to be in Australia at that time. Yeah, Westlake's where all the money is kind of true. But I moved here and paid my own way. No shame. Oh, see about those on Lake Travis and Marshall Ford. I haven't been in Lake Travis in forever. I do wonder how it's doing, since I know that the it's probably better now because of all the rain we've got. But I know for a while we were having that drought was causing shit to emerge from Travis. I guess that was a couple years ago. That's good. That's where it's going to go. I may, at some point, go to Barton Springs. Barton Springs is fun. Yeah, it's a good time, but it's so hot and sweaty. Sweaty of a time. It's like 33 that thing. Yeah. Relatively, like relaxing adventure. Seraphim. And then just do...
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Say to herself. Come on.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
All right, deliver shipment.
Quantum travel engaged.
Hey, a tip.
At SC-X, super short at $20 because we're both in Texas. Ha ha ha.
Thank you for that $20 there, bud. You're a very important pupper. You rock. Hey, coffee.
Quantum travel complete.
Come on in. I'm not quite 7 kilometers out, though. I usually try to go to about 5 kilometers. Try 7, though. Hey, it worked. It should net me about $500,000, I think. Again, somebody's having a party.
Shields enabled.
I'm just the supplier of the party here at Orison. Hope they enjoy these artesian crafted medical herbal supplements courtesy of the orphans of Our Lady of the Dead Saints. And Sister Superior Lady Pacheco.
Landing complete. Engine systems disabled.
Our Lady of the Dead Saints sounds too close to a real high school. I think I went there. Listen. They will be forever known as Our Lady of the Dead Saints. Because it's too funny. I am never giving up this orphan gag. I'm not going to explain it either. And I expect you, chatters, who know, to keep up the gag. You need to explain to new people when they come in, like, what do you mean you're helping orphans? You're like, the hell, he's helping orphans. He's selling orphan-made, artisanal, herbal supplements on the market.
You can take away my spaceship.
Spaceship.
You can take away my space suit.
Dude.
You can even take away my space lasers.
No confused.
But you can never,
Never.
ever
Ever.
take away my space game.
Steguru just resubscribed for 19 months. Pub cheers, pub cheers, pub cheers.
Thanks for the 19 months of support there, Stakeru. You're very important, Pumper. Very impressive, Mr. Very pedestrian. This is your fault. Return to organize. Shots and cheers and chat. Y'all, shots and cheers. Made by 100% real orphans. Yes. What is this for new people like me? Go into the contracts, go into offers, go to unverified, and go into hauling. Dead Saints. They have completely legitimate hauling things, and you know they totally run an orphanage. It's fake news to say anything else. Oh, for the when I do the dance, a space party, right? I'm a space bartender, so we party. Are they adding more? Are they planning on adding more Dead Saints missions? I'm sure they are at some point. The line is, you're a very important pupper, very impressive pisser, very neat pedestrian. You rock, shots, cheers in chat. But I've got a suit on, and I got my helmet. We've got our space suit. You gotta be careful, because someone's gonna get drunk and evacuate all the air from the ship, so, or from the pub. So yeah, you gotta be careful, especially when you're partying. All right, let's look at the damage so far. We are at almost 1 million, chat. Woohoo! God, it's so easy to make money.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Oh, that Testahol. Yeah. I bartended. It wasn't like an actual bar. It was like an attached restaurant bar. But I bartended for a little bit. What got the idea in the first place? It's been a long time. I'm going to finish off with some whammers. Yeah, sound design guys are really good. Especially since it was a squadron asset. It's fantastic. Eat the whammers. Self his sour sop. Oh man, that's great. The fuck?
Ready to shift your perspective from the ordinary to the extraordinary.
Look over here. I never saw. That's Elroy's. Ice cream.
Hello. Hey.
Oh, the super heavy link was look good. Mm. Gonna wrap this up here, y'all. A few minutes. Ooh. Yeah, the cartridge eject was cool. Didn't expect it to be automatic. The question is, do you have to have somebody come by and like load it for you by hand? I think the answer is yes. It was productive. I mean, I'm almost at 1 million credits now. Doing two Dead Saints runs makes you a lot of money. What's my favorite bar in the game? Wally's. Wally's is the best bar in the game, next to What's it called? G-Lock. You may have already added me, Accelerator. That name sounds familiar. It's the AstroPub, just like you see in game. Ooh. That's nice. One of the things I'm seeing online as well is there's a ton of new mecha games coming out, which is interesting. The AstroPub, join me there. What are the prominent religions of the UEE? Basically everything you have today. Most of the religions that exist today still exist in the UEE in some way, shape, or form. Ooh. The most prominent new religion is called the Church of the Traveler, and it's less of a religion, more of a philosophy. And the idea of the Church of the Traveler is that it's all about traveling and then sharing your information about traveling with each other. The idea is that life is a journey, not a destination, and the whole point of traveling is to travel around. And there are some hardcore officiants, the people who are the most loyal to the Church of the Traveler, are known as, I want to say wanderers, but that might be wrong. Those people who are the most like dedicated to the philosophy literally do not pay for anything. They rely on the kindness of strangers, and they never have a home, so they're constantly moving. They're like pilgrims that never stop moving, and so they have to beg for help. They can't pay for anything themselves. They have to take the kindness of strangers and handouts. So, yeah. $900 we ain't grown out of that shit. The one thing that is important to note is that religion isn't as important in UEE society as it is today. It's still important to some people, but they're usually a minority. It's a very small minority compared to the vast majority of UEE citizens. Most people are concerned with science, technology, and the current day-to-day stuff, rather than religion. So that type of acolyte wouldn't be able to live too far from major cities then? No, they live everywhere. They don't really live anywhere. They go to like major, they go to spaceports, remote places. They go everywhere. They live a constant like when they move. Journeyman, that's what they're called. They're called journeymen, I think. Look it up. I did a video on all of the religions of the Star Citizen universe. Church of the Journey. Church of the Journey. Thank you. Not Church of the Traveler. And they are called journeymen or sojourners. They're not allowed to own permanent residence. They must never take what isn't offered. And then followers of the church have to go on sabbatical twice a year, and they're encouraged to submit their travel logs to local churches for others to read. And there is a holiday for Traveler's Day called Traveler's Day for the Church of the Journey. And it happens on sundown of the first day of the new orbit. So basically New Year's Day. So every New Year's Day, they go on a journey usually a short one. But it's dependent on the planet itself. Is wreckage an offering? No, offerings is knowledge. You write down your experiences in a book and send it out there. Will we ever see any of this in the game? Maybe. Maybe not. It's entirely up to CIG how much they put in. Optimistically, yes. Pessimistically, no. But that's the point of this sort of information, is more of to fill out the backstory, to give more of a context of the world. And it's the journey is also fairly new, by the way. It's only less than 100 years old, so. Kid's wife got me a Series X for Father's Day. Congratulations, buddy. I'm doing a Space Marine playthrough for the first time. The Space Marine 1 or 2 knowledge. Two. It's a good game. Not a lot of people like Space Marine 2 as much as not as many people like Space Marine 2 as they did in general. I've heard a lot of people kind of pooping on Space Marine 2, but Space Marine 2 is, in my opinion, better than Space Marine 1, but not amazing. It's a good game. If you're new to 40K, it's a good game. You get a lot of kind of references here and there. The twist is pretty interesting. The one thing you won't understand is the main twist with Titus and his big secret is specifically from the outcome of Space Marine 1. Because Space Marine 1 was sort of like this, was the story of Titus when he was a higher rank. Let's just say that in the Ultramarines. They do a good job of explaining it, but it's not perfect. I just realized. Oh God, do you know the like weird sort of almost medieval style helmet that's in Star Citizen? Gosh, I forgot the name of it. It's got like the pointed down. It's got like a straight and then 2 points, but it's like almost a flat top and a round. It looks kind of like one of those bucket helms. Is that the Berserker helm? Yeah, I do play MechWarrior. I'm just staring at it because it popped up on the wiki when I looked up Search of the Traveler. It popped up that it looks like Lord Buckethead from fucking UK politics. Yeah, Parliament. All right, y'all. We're going to call it a day. I'm going to send you all to a dude who looks cool, who I think I've rated before. Mr. Hotshot Henry.
The ship team doesn't really talk to the market.
Send the Astartes report. The guy just said, is this a call? Is that a call to Astartes the series? Space Marines are called Astartes. That's their technical name, is the Adeptus Astartes. So every Space Marine is an Astarte. Sending a starters report basically just means send the Marine report. All right, y'all. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching. Like I say every time, hope to see you someday in the black.